for the Texans, Frank Ross was with Bubba Ventrone here. So just those coaches, when you have somebody who worked underneath you and he gets his job, you want to go out there and you want your team to perform.
Little something extra. As Davis Mills off balance throw from his back leg. DeForest Buckner was coming with the heat. So how does Davis Mills now acquit himself? Running that 4-minute offense here. There's Pep Hamilton, his offensive coordinator. Down 7 with all 3 timeouts.
You know, they went to Cooks early in the game very successfully. 4 catches, 76 yards. Really haven't gone back to him. I would try and exploit that matchup.
Just can't overstate how big a possession this is for a kid like Mills. And what's been a disappointing second season in the NFL. Then he gets some points and tie this game for Houston. This is Akins. Well done that time by Mills. Out across the 25, they pick up 8. Jay, what about Mills in this game?
Started really good. I mean, he was playing well in the first half, protecting the ball, spreading it around, seeing the field really well, and then just 2 bad plays. Didn't see the safety, the robber, and then this play was just a bad decision. Threw it up, and the defense made him pay.
He's got a chance to atone for those mistakes as Ogunbowale inches a little bit closer to the 30. That's a first down for the Texans. And that changes things in a big way for this offense. And Zaire Franklin with the tackle for Indianapolis.
Congratulations to him. That's going to set the record.
That sets a new single-season tackles record as he breaks Shaq Leonard's record. Mills throws a laser beam to Rodgers out across the 40. And another first down. They pick up 14.
Spiro, how do you think Texas fans are feeling right now watching this drive right here?
Starting to sweat a little bit. They're down 7. We told you at the top, if Houston loses this game, they are guaranteed to have the #1 overall pick. Mills flushed out of the pocket, throws it out of bounds in the direction of Ogunbowale. And they'll run one more before the 2-minute warning. So Franklin making history. What a moment for that young man. Of course, has looked up to Leonard, who's been a mentor to him.
I just love to see people who take advantage of their opportunities. You know, he got himself into the NFL and kept a job with his special teams work, and then he gets the opportunity this year, and he's gone out there and played excellent football.
Mills on 2nd and 10. Off the play action, threads the needle, it's complete. What a pass by Moore through a tight window. They pick up a dozen. First down, Houston in this 4th quarter. Davis Mills and the Texans down 7, playing with all 3 timeouts. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 46. Mills 18-31, goes underneath. This is Ogunbowale. They'll pick up a couple. With 1:51 coming up after this one, we'll have bonus coverage between the Bills and the Patriots. New England needing a win there. And boy, they need a miracle late as they play down a dozen with 6.5 remaining. Buffalo wins that game.
Miami and the Jets are still tied 6-6.
Remember, if Buffalo wins that game, that locks up that neutral site scenario, potentially if they would face Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Let's see who came across first.
False start, offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
A.J. Cann. Another reminder to keep it here. The NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars comes your way next, time permitting. JB and the crew will get you caught up around all the games, especially the ones that matter. All kinds of playoff implications as we come down the home stretch. Early afternoon games here in Week 18. 2nd and 13 after the penalty. Boy, free blitzer off the edge. What a play by Mills just to escape. It was Julian Blackmon untouched. 3rd down and long.
Yeah, good job by Gus Bradley. Lines up over the slot receiver, and then he comes hot off of the edge. Nobody touches him, and like you said, Mills just did a good job to get out and get rid of the ball.
Well, if there was ever a time for Davis Mills to uncork one and make a play, it's right here. 2 downs to get 13 for the Texans.
You got Cooks up top. Aikens on the end of the line of scrimmage.
Mills protected, goes intermediate, and Burkhead never had a chance.
Well, they know they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's why you could throw it underneath, because you didn't have to get everything, although you would have liked to pick up more than a yard.
Jay, what a tackle by Faison. And now Lovie Smith, it looks like, is going to take a timeout. Try to make sure the operation is set and give Pep Hamilton an extra couple of beats.
30-second timeout.
To figure out what they want to do here. 4th and 12 with $1:26 left in the 4th.
I can only imagine the management of the Chicago Bears watching this game right now going, please let them screw this up.
Of course, as we've been mentioning, Houston loses this game, they will have the #1 overall pick. If they win, then it will be the Bears having the #1 overall pick.
And for Chicago, like we said, it could be the difference of 3 or 4 extra picks because they don't need a quarterback, and there's going to be a couple quarterbacks taken at the beginning of that draft.
Just a little something to think about here as these two teams line up. 4th and 12 with 1:26 left. Houston has 2 timeouts, but it won't matter if they can't convert here. Mills slings it. Open is his man. It's Cooks. Improbable. He found the pocket in the back end of the defense, and they pick up 30.
Wow.
First down, Houston.
And just what a good job by Davis Mills and his feel in the pocket, stepping up and delivering a ball. And what a good catch there by Cooks.
It's under review.
1 down, 2 down, has control. Does he? Yeah, maintains control. That's a catch.
Inside of 2 minutes, so this is a booth review. You saw the initial 2 feet down, survives the ground as he falls to the turf. Jay, this has all the components that you would think for a catch. Boy, if it stands, they convert on a 4th and 12 with a 30-yard strike by Mills.
Yeah, it was a good move by Cooks, too. They ran a double move, a deep double move. You think he's going to run a deep out. He goes out, comes back up. Mills buys time and is able to find him.
So if this play stands, Brandon Cooks, 5 catches for 106-yard season high.
The ruling stands as called as a completed catch. Please reset the play clock to 26 seconds.
You know, Davis Mills had told me before, I have to know where Brandon is on every play, that he's the hardest worker, that he's a gifted athlete, that he's always in the right spot. And I don't hear that enough about Brandon Cooks, that he does all the little things well as go out there and perform on the field.
Let that NFL draft drama build a little bit more.
Just imagine your poor Texans fans watching this like, come on, don't do this to us. A minute left in this game.
There's no doubt these players are going for broke. Buck 19 left. Mills, they've got 2 timeouts, throwing. Back of the end zone, was it caught? Incomplete. Chris Moore had nearly
I thought he brought
an
it down.
amazing catch.
He went up one-handed. Mills just kind of laid it in there. Here it is. He goes up one-handed. I thought he had it right here. And now he has it. Now he loses control of it, and the ball does hit the ground. It is incomplete.
Boy, Jay, that was close. Unbelievable effort by Chris Moore.
I mean, he does kind of catch it with his legs, but he's not in bounds and secure it before his body touches out of bounds.
2nd and 10. 2 timeouts, Buck 12 left. Mills feeling the pressure. Just throws it out of bounds. DeForest Buckner is starting to put his imprint on this game.
Yeah, there was a receiver over there, so it's not going to be intentional grounding. He was in the pocket there, but because of the receiver, Buckner's still getting after it. Last game of the season, doesn't matter.
Well, people say these players don't care in this kind of a spot. Think again. Keep in mind, you don't need the 1st down here. You got 2 chances to get 10. 2 timeouts. They're in good shape with the clock, 67 seconds, but they do need a touchdown. Mills buried. It's Zaire Franklin.
Timeout, Houston. Their second 30-second timeout.
Gus Bradley, there's Franklin right in the middle, just going to come through. He only blitzes 18% of the time. A little delayed blitz, so the tackle goes out, the guard goes in, and Franklin comes in untouched. Nice call there by Gus Bradley. An excellent job by Zaire Franklin.
Boy, Gus is 2 of 2 on this drive. Dialing up the perfectly timed blitzes. Had Blackman earlier, didn't get there, but he forced Mills into a tough throw. So they lose 10, 58 seconds left. And the Texans down to their final timeout. That was their first sack that they've given up.
Texans fans, you only have one last play here to avoid.
Colts playing their ultra prevent defense on 4th and 20. Mills buying some time, fires towards the end zone, and it is caught.
Oh my word.
Improbable. Akins.
It went right through his hands. I thought it was an interception.
Rodney Thomas had a chance, but instead it's Akins on a 28-yard touchdown.
He just mistimes his jump, and he gets up a little early. It goes right through his hands, right into Akins, and now the Texans are going to go for 2 and the win.
Unbelievable.
I was wrong, Texans fans. You have one more play to avoid.
50 seconds left, and this crowd stunned in Indianapolis. And you can feel the anxiousness here at Lucas Oil Stadium, and you could almost feel it from the fan base in Houston.
Yeah, for the Colts, there's nothing to lose trying to win. For the Texans, there's a lot to lose, and Lovie Smith runs down and calls timeout. He's going to prolong the drama.
Timeout, Houston, their third and final of the half, 30-second timeout.
Let him sweat a little bit more. But, Jay, you know what? As wacky of a year as it's been, it's a perfect way to finish it.
Isn't it?
Unbelievable.
We've had a bunch of turnovers in this game. We've had some big plays. The Colts have run for 190 yards in this game. It's all going to come down to this 2-point conversion. When we get to draft day in April, this play right here will have a big impact on what happens on draft day.
Indeed. On this drive, Houston has converted a 4th and 12 and a 4th and 20. Does Davis Mills have one more left in him?
The best plays on 2-point conversions, the most successful inside runs, quarterback runs, and then quick hitters on offense. When you roll a quarterback out, does not have high percentage. When you throw fades, that's a low percentage play.
Chicago has lost, so basically this play determines.
Watch Akins right there. Lines up outside, comes inside, watch him over the middle.
Who will pick first in the draft? Mills to the end zone, it's caught. Akins. And the Houston Texans have retaken the lead. Still 50 seconds left. Just wild here in Indy.
Yeah, Rodney Thomas had that ball in his hands. It went through. Akins caught the pass. Then they line him up outside, bring him in motion, run him to the middle, and then bring him back out.